Welcome, students. This is the Professor Travel welcoming you to my first day in Barcelona during my 2017 trip in Europe. One of the first things we noticed when we went to Barcelona is the people are fantastic. They're very laid back. The environment is very similar to Southern California. It's very temperate, but at the same time, it's comfortable. It was a really wonderful treat. Our taxi driver took us to our hotel, and while waiting there, our tour guide decided to come by and help us to take us on a walking tour of Barcelona. This specific tour was geared towards tapas, which are basically appetizer style meals. So we went to this one street he took us to, which was really just crammed full of different little shops that sold different types of foods. Tapas are very inexpensive. They're about €1 or a little over €1.50. You can get a beer with that as well if you want. They're a great little meal to have, and you can have a variety of them. There's also a distinction between tapas and another thing called pinchas. And pinchas are basically a type of appetizer style food that you have that's on a stick. Like a pastry shop, you got to go in, you get to basically select the ones you want. They'll put it on a little plate for you and you can walk right out with it. And then once you're done, they just count up the sticks that you're done with. In my particular case, I opted for a somewhat light lunch with only 3 pinchas and some water. Our tour guide then took us over to a microbrewery for some additional tapas. So it was a little bit of a walk, but it was a great opportunity to try something new. In this particular case, we tried some croquettes as well as another type of tapa. This particular one was almost like a cheese ball that was deep fried. It was really kind of interesting. After that, our tour guide took us on another tour of one more place where you can get different tapas. That was really kind of nice. At this location, we started off with a tapas that was a little bit of like crab seafood with some caviar or some fish roe on top of it with some crackers to dip with. The dishes are all very unique and different, and each of them have a rather savory aspect to them. Our tour guide was very, very kind, and I absolutely gave him some of the highest marks I've given on any type of a tour that we've taken. The architecture in Barcelona, while not as expansive as that of Rome, was really kind of unique. In fact, in the center of Barcelona, they even had a bullfighting arena that was closed down because now bullfighting is no longer legal in Barcelona. I think it's also not legal in Spain anymore either. What they did was they actually refurbished the bullfighting arena to turn it into a mall where you can get a lot of different foods and entertainment from now. That evening, we decided for one more tour. This specific one was a boat tour of the Barcelona Bay just on the Mediterranean. Here we are, just waiting for the boat to arrive. As we set out on the bay, the waters were rich and beautiful, not too choppy, and it was really quite lovely to go around. I think this is probably one of the most perfect sunsets I can remember recording. As the buildings all started to come up with our lights, it was really quite a spectacle. And what better time to take the picture that would last a lifetime? As we came back into port, you could see the buildings all littering the harborway as they come up with their lights. Feeling the sun and the wind on your body just made it feel like a wonderful experience. The tour operator even allowed me to bring the ship back into dock and scared everybody in the process. So I hope you enjoyed this video. If you'd like to, please, and I appreciate it, subscribe and like this video. It means a lot to me. At the same time, if you want to follow me on either Facebook or Instagram, I can be reached at theprofessortravel.com, or on Twitter, you can find me at theprofessortr1. I thank you so much, and until next time, this is The Professor Travel.